Howdy, everybody. This is Pete. I hope everyone's doing well. So I needed an outdoor and indoor heating solution, something I could put on a patio table out in the backyard, and at the same time be able to utilize it in the house if necessary, at least for short periods of time. I found this product. Let's see what it's about. All right, folks, so pick this up at Lowe's. This is called the Style Selections 1100 or 11,000, sorry, BTU tabletop patio heater. Now, supposedly this has the oxygen depletion sensor, which should automatically shut it off. And it does work off of the 1 pound propanes, which is something I like. I have propane and I have some butane, but the other options in this size were kerosene based and or the liquid propane you use in the old style Colemans, and that's kind of a pain in the butt to find and to use. I prefer to have just a couple of types of fuel I need to pursue. So comes with this instruction manual. Oops, there we go. And some hardware. And this is a bit more complicated than the last heater, the little buddy. So this is going to require some assembly, and it should be sufficiently big enough to put on this table and assemble, and it'll heat the general area around the table. We have a fire pit somewhere out in the yard with some chairs around that, but that's its own heat source. So I'm going to start assembling this puppy, and we will see what it looks like and how it heats. In light of the blackout and the freezes we've had, I figured having more than just one specific heater may be a good idea. I'm not sure, this is not specifically indoor rated. It's actually, it very clearly states tabletop patio heater. However, I'm sure in short amounts supervised, you could run it briefly indoors to warm up a room. I wouldn't recommend doing it on a regular basis because you deplete your oxygen. So I'm gonna get it to assembling this, and let's see what it looks like. Okay, so it comes with multiple parts here, including the base, this here, where your stand, I guess you would call it, the heating element with the control system, the top, the safety grating. Did not come with the propane, in case you guys are wondering. And like I said, some assembly required for this puppy. Now, if I'm looking at it correctly, it's probably going to stand maybe a couple of feet tall. So I'm going to assemble indoors. I was trying to record outdoors, but it started getting really windy and it was starting to get hot and I was getting dust and everything. So I figured I'd bring it in here and manage it in here, and then we'll take it outside. So I'll be back. Let's assemble this puppy. Okay, something I forgot to mention while you watch me battle this thing in time lapse. One, the screws are in millimeters and they're very small. So if you lose one, you're going to have a heck of a time trying to replace the one you lost, unless you happen to have metric screws and bolts in the house. Now, another thing to note, you can see it's pretty big. Make sure you have a Phillips head screwdriver and maybe a Leatherman or a small C-wrench. All right, folks, so here it is. Here's a 1 pound propane tank for comparison. And it's a good size. It's on my table in my office, and yeah, that's a really good sized heater. So I'm going to take this outside and we're going to give it a test and make sure it doesn't blow up. So it stood a couple of feet tall like I expected. It has a little door where you put the propane and you kind of screw it into the base of the control unit. Not very heavy. I was able to carry it pretty much with one hand. I would recommend carrying with two so you don't break it. Well, guys, I got to tell you that it worked like a champ. I didn't do much video outside because once we took it out in the backyard, the sun was really bright, as you could have told, and you really couldn't see what was going on with the heat and the fire. It does have like I forgot what it's called, a heating element or lighting element. So once you push in the knob and turn it, it clicks. It's a piezoelectric type igniter, and then it ignites the flow of propane and you get some heat. And it actually smoked. I guess there was some grease or debris on that covering on top, and we actually saw the white smoke come off, and it burned away. And then it was hot. I was a good, foot away, 2 feet away, and it was to where I was like, I got to turn this off. This is freaking hot. So that'll be great as an outdoor solution. I don't know if I trust it indoors. I guess if you're cautious, and I would be very limited in use, I would turn it on indoors for no more than a couple of minutes to maybe kill the chill, keep you above freezing. Unlike the little buddy heater that I reviewed a few months ago, which is specifically designed for indoor, outdoor, and it has a bunch of safety features to it. This one, I don't know. So in any case, that was a really good find. This one came in at 90 bucks and change. So I've got an outdoor heating solution. If I'm working outdoors, you could put it out there and it can warm people if we're doing any kind of work or gathering outdoors. You could put it in your garage if you're functioning in the garage, crack the garage door a little, turn that heater on. It would probably heat the space of the garage just fine. It's supposed to be able to heat up 250 to 300 square feet. So that should be plenty hot. Again, not sure about the indoor. You could, obviously supervising it, turn it on, leave it a few minutes, turn it off to kill the chill in a room. But I would be cautious using this indoor, even though it does have the oxygen sensor and it does have some of the other stuff that you would expect from an indoor and outdoor. Other than that, folks, another heating solution for you. I hope this was useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Thank you so much, and y'all be safe and take care of yourselves. They keep saying dark winter, hopefully not, but if it is, at least do take those steps to make sure that you're not caught off guard. Till next time, take care.